Sampson.
Sure.
Okay, so all his power was in his dreads. She's like, all mine was in my beard, so I cut it, and all my power was in it. Not at all, man. That was just getting a little rugged. My wife was getting tired of that look. And quite frankly, it was weird waking up in the morning and my beard was facing up, like literally stuck up. I just got over it. I had to cut it off.
But did you have like a big ceremony or
There was a burial. There was. Along with my Moroccan oil that kept it so finely nourished.
Is it going to be like a phoenix? You're going to bring it back?
No, I'm not going to bring it back. It's dead and gone, and it's a chapter in my life that was written. I won't look back on it, but it was fun when I did.
Oh, good. How about with John? Lots to get at him after all the summer. What have you been saying to him since you guys have been around the last few days?
Just told him to be him. There's no pressure. I asked him because we were in the cold tub after one of our workouts. I was talking to him, do you feel any pressure? He goes, no. Pressure for what? He's like, they extended me to play the way that I've been playing. He doesn't feel like he has to go above and beyond what he's been doing, because that's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. You don't just become Superman just because you sign an extension. They paid you because they were appreciative of what you did on the court and what you've been doing. So if I had to say anything, there's a sense of urgency for all of us to step up, not just one person. Not just one person. We started the year off last year shaky and left a bad taste in our mouth. And once we gained rhythm and confidence, we were a hard team to beat, especially when we're fully healthy. And that's the goal this year, is to pick up where we left off last year when we were healthy. So, no, I don't think there's any pressure on him to rise above the occasion. He's been doing great at, how he's been. He's changed his body. He's changed his approach. Getting his teammates more involved, him more confident in his jump shot. So, no, not at all. It's just up to us to go out there, and it starts tomorrow. What do you mean? What's going on in the summer?
All the pictures, all the TV, all the whatnot.
I mean, that's what comes with it. I mean, the kid does a good job of managing his personal life. I'm not gonna get into that because that's not my job, and that's not what I do. So whatever he's doing, I mean, he's not in jail, he's not arrested, he's fine. Okay, I think everything's good.
Randy said yesterday or the other day about how Bradley was scared when he came in, and that Otto, he gets that same sense of Otto right now, just the unknown, I guess, of coming to camp. What's your sense of Otto and kind of how he's feeling right now?
I'm sure he's nervous. Good. He should be. But once the ball starts rolling, you understand that, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. There's a little bit more accountability now on this level. You're under a little bit bigger spotlight, a bigger magnifying glass. So how you carry yourself professionally is all perception here. You got to realize that it's what people perceive. So how are you going to carry yourself? Which is the most important thing. As far as basketball, the kid's got a high IQ. He can play, and he has the ability to be better in this league. So it's going to be a learning curve year for him. But I think he's going to make the most of it. He's a student of the game. He absorbs everything. He's willing to learn and willing to get better. So he has nothing to be worried about. Nervousness that's what comes along with it. I mean, this is a new stage in his life and a new pinnacle that he's reached. And now it's about reinventing himself. Not necessarily going out of his way to try to do things different, but now you're on a different stage, so now you have to prove yourself again. But he's willing to do that in a team-oriented fashion, which is great. I think he's a great addition to this team.
How would you compare just the mood of this team, even just your attitude toward the team, to last year when you got here? You didn't have John, didn't have the name, you really didn't know
what to expect. Yeah. It was tough, for me, because I almost felt like a fish out of water. Because I was just thrown here. I'm really thankful for Ted Leonsis and Tommy Shepard and Ernie giving me the chance to audition for this team, and them seeing something in me. It didn't start off the way I wanted it to, but it sure ended the way I wanted it. Making the most of opportunities is just a testament of this league. Guys get called up for 10-day contracts, and all of a sudden they're signed for the rest of the year. It's just what you do with your opportunity. And when my name was called, I was ready. There was times throughout the season where I was like, oh man, I'm pretty sure I'm done. But me being able to stay in it mentally was the key. You know, my family, my support system that I have around me, keeping me focused and keeping me motivated is key, because it's hard to do it by yourself. You need somebody in your corner that's going to back you up and help you push you through all the adversity. And when your name's called, making the most of it.
How different was it this offseason choosing the Wizards as compared to last offseason when you said you were kind of just thrown here?
Well, last year it was just like the only team that was willing to give me a chance. That's why I give so much thanks to Ted, Ernie, and Tommy. This year it was easy for me to make that decision. I mean, there was other teams that were willing to make an offer and that wanted me on the team, but this felt right. This is family, so the decision was easy. It was really easy.
I forgot to ask, how are you feeling? You had some stuff going on in the summer. How are you feeling now?
I feel great. I had sports hernia surgery in May. I recovered well from it. I feel great. You know, it's the first time in many years where I've come in training camp and I'm fully healthy. I'm looking forward to it.
Curious, I know you don't make the roster decisions or the training camp decisions, but when you see a guy like Josh Childress come by, a guy that you've competed against in the league, similar position, what were your thoughts, I guess, when you heard that he was coming into camp?
I love Josh as a player. He's a great player. He's competitive. He loves to play. And those are the type of components and ingredients that you want on your team. So I'm excited. I don't ever look at somebody that's in my position as, oh gosh, he's here. I have to go up against him. Things never go my way. I don't ever look at it like that. It's a chance for all of us to get better, and it's only going to make the team better.
Considering that there's at this moment, no open roster spots, was it a surprise though that a guy
Yeah,
with his experience?
Of course. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, you got to realize, especially when you come to veterans camp and you go into training camp, it may not necessarily mean a guy's going to make a roster spot, but it gives him a chance. He's not only auditioning for that team, he's auditioning for teams all around the league, and that's key. But like I said, it keeps training camp competitive, and that's what it's all about: is helping players rise to the occasion and rise above the occasion to be better for the team. So it's all fun at the end of the day, but it's going to be very competitive.
Any rookie hazing planned?
I'm not a hazer. I'm not a hazing type guy. It's just not in my nature. A lot of guys, find that to be very, very humorous, and I don't at all. I don't get the point of hazing guys. I got it really bad in Portland. I actually got dipped in the cold tub from head to toe, slowly, just agonizing, slow, 15-second dip, all the way down in my fully clothed.
Who did that to you?
Zach Randolph and Darius Miles and Ruben Patterson. It just wasn't fun.
Yeah, that's true.
After that, I was like, I would never do this to anybody.
That's a tough trio to argue against.
So, I might